day 2 of Ford Fest. I got autocross in the morning, autocross in the afternoon, and drag racing at the night. It's a complete repeat of day 1, but to make it a little bit more challenging, they've removed some time that we have for autocross, so the durations are going to be a little bit shorter. And then they were also saying that there's going to be more cars today, so we're going to get less runs, but should be up to speed. It's the same exact course, so should be up to speed on it quickly, and hopefully can set down some good times. Hopefully we don't have any kind of repeat from yesterday where I broke the front suspension. So if you guys missed that, go and watch day 1. Yeah, the front suspension broke and I thought that I was out, but luckily found some local people here in the pits, some drifters that had a welder, and they were able to get me back up and going. So I'm super thankful to them for doing that. So we are good to go, I think. Hopefully nothing else breaks. I got my lucky socks today, so gas, clutch, just in case I ever forget which one is which, you know. As far as the current results right now, I'm sitting 6th in my class, and it says it's out like 50 some people, although I think only 30 had actually been running yesterday. But so sitting really good. I was as high as 4th position. To be in the top 5, really need to have like into the 38s. So right now I'm into a 39.1. So very, very close to get into those 38s. So that is the goal for today, is to push more in that slalom and in that large first sweeper. That's where I think I can find the time. That's where I found the time. I have right now 39.0, but it was a little bit dirty. But that's where I think I'm going to try to find the time. The drag racing last night, I knew it wasn't going to be very good. I went a 13.5. I don't know if the car can even really do anymore. It's really all in the launch. I had a really bad launch, so I was going to try to maybe up my launch RPM and see if that helps at all. But yeah, catching the top 3 guys is kind of out of the question. I think the top time right now is like a 37-second one for the autocross, so maybe 36. I think it was 37 clean. So some goals for today, to get into the 38s, to try to see if I can jump back up in position. I am the fastest, SN95 New Edge car. There is a Fox body that is wild, that is just slightly faster than me. He's right ahead of me, but he is in the vintage class because it's a older Fox body, but very similar setup to mine SLA, but he has IRS and more power and all that kind of stuff, but very similar in regards to my car. We don't need as much power, as I've said multiple times, but more power is always better. More power, baby. Okay, that's the goal for today. So we're gonna go get the car started up and go off to autocross. Let's go. Going up for my first run on day 2, so same as that course as before, so feeling confident. Do have cold tires and stuff like that, so we do need to get those warmed up a little bit before we're going to start setting some blistering times. But the goal is to get to the 38 today. Need to do that to get back being competitive and hopefully not break.
40.985, so definitely off the pace, but this was very squirrely, and getting the tires warmed up is going to help a lot. Going up for another run, so none, or it doesn't look like any of the really fast guys have been picking up time today so far. The drifters did go on this course last night. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or just it does seem hotter. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but there's still time there. 39.0, but I think I got that Chicago box cone yet again, so that's not helping me. I just need to clean that up, man. That was did everything kind of that I was hoping to do. I'm still feeling a little slow off the line and bad entry into the slalom, but I added power in the sweeper, which was good. It's just that Chicago box, man. That thing is so freaking tight. Gotta slow down so much for it and try to get around the cones. I was able to repeat my 39.0, but not get any faster than that, and no one else was really able to get really any faster than their previous times. I think at least the top guys that I'm chasing, I think they all ran slower than they ran yesterday, so not looking too good to be able to find more time. We do have one more session this afternoon, but it is another short session. I think I only got like 3 or 4 runs in this morning. So this afternoon, one coming up is like 2:45 to 4:30. So yeah, not even 2 hours long. So we'll see if we can find just that little more tense. And then there's going into a top 5 shootout, which I don't really know what that is, but I'm guessing they're going to take the top 5 from maybe each class, which I'm sitting 6th right now. So I need to, if I want to try to make that, I obviously need to try to get just a little bit faster. It's there. I know kind of where I'm messing up. I've been looking at my data a little bit, and I just need to go faster in the sweeper. I need to get a good launch, go faster in the sweeper, faster in the slalom also right before it, get a good cut through that Chicago box, a good turn through the 90 degrees, be able to get on the power and hold the power all the way down that straightaway into that sweeper. Pretty much after that straightaway, I've been the same on pretty much all my runs, getting a good run through that one sweeper and then the finish sweeper. So feeling pretty confident there. It's that slalom and sweeper, big sweeper, that I need to really push on. So one more session coming up. Let's go. Ford Fest in general has been really awesome. There's tons and tons of cars here. I've watched a little bit of the drag racing, not really quite my thing. I've gone around, checked out some of the car show cars. Really nice. Drifting, watched the drifting last night. There's drifting going on again today. That's fun to watch. It's just like kind of an expedition, so they're just kind of going around the same area that we are autocrossing in, and just making runs. It looks sweet. It looks fun. It does look a lot of fun. I didn't get any faster in the afternoon, and neither did really anybody else, which means that I missed out of the top 5 shootout by 2/10, but I don't think I would have been able to compete with those guys anyways. Going up for drag racing runs. So someone told me that it's a pro tree, which I didn't know what that meant, and they said that it means I can just leave whenever I want. Reaction time doesn't matter, so that's a nice thing to know. I dropped my tire pressures to 20 in the rear and pumped the fronts up to 40, so that's something different from last night, and I raised my launch RPM, my two-step, to 3,200 RPM. So I'll try it. I might just also do a run just kind of coming off idle as well to see how that does. That's what most people said, that kind of just hooks up well. I don't really want to break anything, so I might try that on my first run of just kind of rolling off the throttle and see how that does. But here we go. Let's see, 748, so 13.6, so not any better than yesterday with a 101, which doesn't really matter. The other lane went a 12.2, which also doesn't really matter too much, but something to reference off of. It was a Fox body with maybe a supercharger, it sounded like it in it, but yeah, for my time, yeah, 13.6, so not any better than yesterday. So all right, going up for my second drag strip run. Alright, that had to have been, I think, my best run. That was the best one so far. So that was a 13.327 at 104. So yeah, that was the best launch. It's still a 2.0 60 foot. So not a great 60 foot, but yeah, the car actually hooked up and launched. And I kind of think I launched it from like my two-step RPM a little bit. I can't quite remember on that one, but yeah, I'm gonna try to repeat that and see if we can get just a little bit more knocked off. But yeah, I'm stoked, but I think there's a little bit more. All right, going up for my last drag pass. That last one was really good. We'll see if this one could be any better. Starting to get good at this burnout thing. Oh, I missed third gear. And the car launched pretty good, but I missed third gear. That sucks, man. Missed the third gear. That put me at a 13.8. So like third gear, not 13.8. Man, I was on a good one. So it's still a 2.0 60 foot. So not terribly great, but man, that was going to be my best run. But we only get 3. So we're done with drag racing. So a 13, what I say, 13.2 or 13.3 I think was my best one. So highly outgunned in the class, but I did really good in the autocross. But we still have 3S coming up tomorrow. This will probably do it for day number 2. So day number 2 went much better than day number 1. No broken parts. The car's still running. I did hit rev limiter right there at the top because I didn't shift to 4th like I did in the previous ones. I just stayed in 3rd gear and hit rev limiter right at the end. So, oops. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in day number 3 coming up here shortly. Later.